Look at the dove. A mourning dove. Isn't he or she beautiful? She's sitting and she's waiting patiently to go over there and get some birdseed. I'm frying onions and peppers for an omelet that I'm making for breakfast, which I have 1 egg and 2 egg whites here, and I've put my pepper in. I won't add the salt until later. You shouldn't put salt in your eggs until right before you're gonna cook them, because do you ever notice if you put it in too early and you come back and it turns it weird colors? So I always just wait. But anyway, so I'm gonna let this go a few more minutes and then get my omelet going. I'm gonna put some cheese in it too. Okay, here's my veggies. I got my plate going. A lot of the butter obviously is still coated onto the veggies there, so you got to add a little bit more butter. And now I'm going to turn this down so I don't burn my omelet. I don't want to burn it. Get all of that out of there. And now I'll go ahead and add some salt. We're going to get all of our egg cooked, all of it. Alright, now I gotta get cheese. Cheese is on, and now the lid's gotta go on. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit more. And now, creating the steam is going to allow the rest of the egg to cook, and the cheese is going to melt. That there. Looking nice. Okay, there we go. That only takes a couple minutes. And then loosen it up. Let's see if we can slide this out without it breaking. There we go. Shut that off. Let's see, will you slide out? I think I need to go under there a little bit more. We need to slide under here a little bit more. There. Now you should come out. Now you should come out. Come, come, come. Don't break in half. Don't do that. I need 2 hands, sorry. Voila. You just need 2 hands is all. I'm going to put all my onions and my peppers on there. Just like that. And then, here, let's get in a better light so you can see. And then we're going to close it up. Like so. And there we go. A pepper, onion, cheese omelet. That's my breakfast. And this isn't that many calories, because 1 egg I think is 70 calories, and then you use egg whites, 2 egg whites, and there's no calories in egg whites. And then peppers and onions is a vegetable. Really, you're allowed, you know, a lot of vegetables because there's hardly no calories, so I don't even count that as calories. If I do, 35 calories at the most. And then the butter, how much butter? Count that as a fat. What is that? Is it 80? No, it's 90. And then the cheese is a protein too, like an egg, so it's another 70. So 70 and 70 is 100, and 40 and 90. So there you go. So it's a little over 200 calories. Good morning, it's Friday. And I want to show you a couple different things. So let me show you this first. Guess what we don't have? We don't have a new couch. Okay, well, you know, sometimes it's good when you listen to, you know, they call it your gut feeling or your intuition, that something inside that says, you know what, don't do that just yet. I was all ready to order one of those couches. Harry really liked that one from JCPenney, but I held off on it for a few days. Let us mull it over a little bit. So then I asked Harry, I was going to get ready to order it, and he's like, I don't know. And in the meantime, I was thinking, I don't know, maybe you should just hold off. Just wait, even if you have to go out and go shopping where you're actually sitting and trying out the furniture instead of buying it online. It might look nice online, but then when you go to sit on it, once you've purchased it, it's in your home, it might not be what you wanted. So I was thinking, okay, well, we'll do that. We'll just go shopping for a new couch. So, you know how I do laundry Mondays and Thursdays, and well, I do a little here and there too in between those days, but those are my big laundry days. So Wednesday, I decided to wash bedding, and I went to do it kind of like late afternoon, and I'm glad that I did that. And the reason why I'm glad that I did that was because once I washed the sheets and put them in the dryer, it was only going for about maybe 10 minutes or so. And I heard not the normal beeping sound that your laundry's done, but I was hearing that other beeping sound, the dreaded beeping sound. And the dreaded beeping sound is, if you have any of these computerized, you know, washers and dryers now, if they get an error, they make a certain beeping sound, and it lets you know something's wrong. And I heard it and I was like, oh no, don't tell me. So I went in. I was thinking it was my washing machine, and the reason why is because my washing machine on the spin cycle, it sounds kind of loud, and I'm like, is something wrong maybe with the belt or something? And I was noticing it would spin out the water from my clothes, but every now and then on certain loads, the clothes were a little bit more wet than normal. So, you know, I would just put it on the spin cycle and finish spinning it out and then throw them in the dryer. So I was thinking, that's probably the washing machine, and Harry was home, and I told him, I said, it's probably the washing machine. We go in, it wasn't the washing machine, it was the dryer. The dryer. Now, the washing machine, if you've been following my videos for a very long time, you know that probably a couple years after we got that washing machine, the computer board went out on it. That's what I hate about all these electronic appliances, and it's like you can't almost help yourself now. Everything's kind of like that, you know? So, hold up. So, and I'm sure behind me you can see my lovely mess in there. So, because I'm going to tell you. So, we had an instance with the washing machine once before, a couple years after we got it. The computer board went out. We had to get that, and that with the price of the installation, seriously, was $450. And I don't think we bought the extended warranty. Sometimes Harry doesn't like to buy those. And I don't think that we got it, because we ended up having to pay $450 for that. And so anyway, like I said, when I heard that beeping sound, I thought it was the washing machine, but it was the dryer. It was the heating element. And how we know that, the manual gives you the number to call and to give the error code. And Harry spoke with this lady, and she said it was the heating element. She says, we can ship one to you and it will be this much money. But then you got to get somebody, an appliance person, to come and to put it on, and you know that they're probably going to charge a couple $100 extra on top of all of that. And I told Harry, I said, well, here's the thing. I thought that beeping sound was the washing machine, not the dryer. That was a shock to me. It was the dryer. So I told Harry that we should probably just look into getting a new washer and dryer, because we've already spent $450 a few years back on the washing machine. Now, whatever is causing all of this problem with the water not spinning out like it should and everything, you know, it's calling another appliance person here, in addition to what you'd have to pay for the heating element and for the guy to put the heating element on. So I just said, I'm not messing with it. Let's just go and buy a new washer and dryer. So we did that yesterday. We went to Lowe's, and we have an LG, and it's coming this morning. Well, in the afternoon, between 12:30 and 2, I think they said. And it's 10:30 now. And the one that we got, it's an LG. The guy told me, do not get Samsung. Samsung is the one that comes in all a different array of colors and different things that they do. But he said the highest return of washers and dryers are the Samsung products. And he said I would steer away from that. So I was like, yeah, I don't want any more problems with any of my washers or dryers. So we were looking at some Maytags, and then we were looking at this LG. And so we decided to go with the LG. We went with the Chrome. And because we have all stainless steel appliances anyway, so we thought we might as well just get the Chrome for in there. So those are coming today. And I'm behind on my laundry, so once those get here and they're installed and the delivery people leave, I'll be starting laundry, but I'm going to have to read my booklet first, because, you know, technology always is improving and everything, and I was looking at all of the bells and whistles that are on it, and some of it I think is self-explanatory. You can figure it out, but there's some things you just, you know, got to look. I was wanting to get one of the top loader washing machines, because the front loaders, you know how you have to leave the door ajar until it dries out, you know, when you're done doing your laundry, and it's a pain to leave the door open like that. But the top loaders, you can't get the pedestal. I mean, you could get the pedestal if you wanted to, but then you'd be reaching up like this to go in to put your clothes in. So I like having the pedestals in there, because our laundry room, as you've seen, it's a big laundry room. But it's narrow, it's long versus being wide. And so above the washer and dryer, as you know, we have that one shelf, and that's about it. And that holds all of our cleaning supplies and just everything. I've done a video on that, reorganizing in there. So, and it's got a door on it, but they've already tried getting the door off of it already. I don't think that they like that door. So I got clothes that have to be washed, and everybody had brought their clothes down. Well, Josiah and Harry and I, we had already brought our clothes down Wednesday afternoon, because I was going to do laundry, obviously, on Thursday, but I was prohibited with that. So anyhow, so I got the new litter box. I got a new container to put all the cat food in. That other one that I have was just a little bit too big. And then I got this. And this is a drawer I'm keeping my bird seed in, and extra tissues and miscellaneous. Okay. I used to keep a laundry hamper right there in the corner, and this is pushed out because I went back there. You know, you want to clean it out before people come and get the dust up and everything. Oh, and that's the other thing too that I had noticed, that underneath the washing machine, because you know when the girlies are eating their food and food, you know, goes underneath the appliances and everything, I was noticing that there was like disintegrated like dog food, and when I went to get it up with the vacuum cleaner, the hose, it was like stuck on there, and it was a little bit wet over even in here. And I think the washing machine, remember I said it wasn't spinning out very good, and I think water was beginning to leak under here. So I think that's what the problem was, that we were going to have to get that rectified. So anyway, just that's a pain. But anyway, these, you can probably see how far they're pulled out. So once these things get back a little bit, this gets down there, this gets down here. I have my space in between here for all the pet things. And then I always have a space right here in the corner for that little box that I showed you with the bird seed and everything. I'm going to put that in the corner. And right here, I used to have one of these down here, and then this was behind it. And I kept, you know, shoes. Like everybody, I try to get them to take their shoes off when they come in the house, and it's easy, just plop them in the crate here. But the thing is, Lacey is one of those dogs that, you know, she's a shoe slipper dog. You know, when you come home, they get your slippers, they get your shoes. They just, you know, want to bring you something. And she was constantly taking shoes out, and we'd have to get shoes and put them back. Chloe did the same thing. So I got a second one of these, so that I could just put shoes. Like, these are my go-to shoes when I'm running out the door, and then my outside slippers that I throw on when I'm just running outside for something. And then those are Carly's flip-flops, and this is one of those ice scraper things. But as the boys, you know, have shoes that they want to put in here, we have these two drawers here that shoes can go in there. And so anyhow, this is actually my potato bin. I've got to reorganize this whole thing. I got sweet potatoes in here right now. I think I'm going to keep the dog cookies on top of here. I really don't have anywhere to store this fire extinguisher. That's why I leave it in there. But then with this here, it's just all the dog things just need to go over there. I could probably even put some of these dog cookie things maybe in one of these drawers. But if I get this over here, I could get my potatoes back in here. So anyway, and that's a mess up there right now too. Really, it just needs to be organized. But I'll be doing all that later. That's what I'll be doing. So I cleaned in here yesterday, cleaning the floor and just everything where it was, you know, stuff was caked underneath the washing machine and everything. So that's what we did instead of getting a couch. And the couch that I wanted to get was only like $1,200. And the new washer and dryer was $2,740. So anyway, that's why we're going to hold off on the couch. I told Harry, I said, you know what? Let's just make sure, you know, when we get, you know, to summertime and we're more than halfway through the year, let's see how things are going. And then maybe we'll try to get a couch then. Okay, that's a lot of work having to get everything back together. I still have to do my laundry, and that cat litter, I usually leave the cat litter outside in the garage, but it's been so cold, that's why I brought it in the house. I'm going to put that back out in the garage, and then I need to hang Alex's diaper thing back up there. I took that down so that they would have room to get the stuff through here. So, okay, all of that up there will be organized another day. So, I showed you this already. And then I told you that that would fit in there nicely, because I used to keep a laundry hamper over there, and it was one of those basket ones, and it kept falling apart, so I took it out. So here is the new setup. I think I've showed you guys these before and told you about them. When I go to Costco, I buy like the 50-pound bags or 25-pound, no, they're 50-pound bags of flour and sugar, and so I keep sugar and flour in those. And so there's my mops, and here's my cleaning bucket. Mr. Binks needs a lot of help getting up here. I was keeping this over there in that corner, but he has a hard time hopping up to here. He can't jump anymore like he used to. So I'm going to leave this here. He usually climbs on, like if we have a dog food bag here, he usually climbs on that, or we have to pick him up. So anyway, let me slide this over a minute. Doesn't need to be so close. So dog food, and it's easy to open there. Then cat food, cat litter box. I got to fix their little door hinge. And the same setup cats eat up here. This is all the products that I use for washing. I used to keep all of this stuff in here and it's getting too congested. So I had 2 baskets. I had one basket, it was whole miscellaneous things. I cleared it all out. A smaller basket that I was keeping all of these, like to hang pants up and stuff. So these are all things for the dryer. My bounce sheets. This is that Downy wrinkle, to get the wrinkles out. This is a Febreze fabric, you know, to spray it on your fabric for odors and that. And then this is my ironing starch mixture when I'm ironing. The bleach I need to put up there. I just haven't done it yet. In here, that's my little steamer for clothes. That's my iron. I have this big roaster and a small one, and this I was actually keeping up there because I had so much stuff in here that I kept in here for the last 6 years, and a lot of it was just junk we don't use, so I cleared all of it out. And I have my seal a meal down there, so my little kitchen and iron appliance drawer, that's what this is. And then this is all, these are hand towels, regular towels. These are all the things that I dust with. And then things to clean the floors, extra leashes for the dogs, and all my washcloths and things are back there. And see, this is new. I'll have to read my instruction booklet because I have no idea what that door is. So that's just your standard, put all your different soaps and bleach and fabric softener and that sort of thing. And now since this is new, I'm going to try doing liquid fabric softener again. I used to do liquid fabric softener. And then on my old washing machine over the last couple years, I had to stop using them. That's why I use the bounce sheets. I got a hair. It's driving me crazy. Anyway, it wasn't dispensing. Like when I would go to switch to another load and I would open up the little drawer here, the fabric softener was still there. It's like it didn't, I don't know what was going on. So anyway, now that this is a new machine, I should be able to do that and I won't need my fabric softener sheets. Okay, so this has a true steam. And what you do with this, you fill this thing up. And it's good for 10 loads, the guy told me. You just fill this up with water. So this comes out, and then you fill it up with water. And what it does, when you have anything in the dryer that you don't want to get wrinkled, that's what this water does. And it pumps out steam into there, and it steams your clothes, so you don't get wrinkles. So we'll see how that works, because usually I'm either ironing, and I'm not a fan of ironing. I try not to iron if at all possible. I was ironing all the time till this little miracle came out. This Downy wrinkle releaser. I started using that like on hairy shirts and stuff like that. And I would take his shirts out and I'd hang them up first before I'd get anything else out of the laundry usually, or out of the dryer, so I could get them before they started to wrinkle. And I would just hang them on hangers, and then I would spray that Downy wrinkle release. So anyway, now I hopefully won't have to do that. Now my last one just had a knob here. You set it where you wanted it to go, but see, look at all this. I got all kinds of buttons here. That's why I'm gonna have to read my booklet. And the same thing for over here. So for right now, I have to do laundry. I'm just going to separate my laundry, colors and whites and towels. So I'm going to have 3 or 4 loads. And then I've got to wash my carpet. I'm just going to kind of just look like right here, like bulky, large. Okay, my towels will be bulky and large. So I'll just turn my knob to there and check my water pressure. Because see, look at all of this stuff here. So I'm just going to figure it out for right now just to get the laundry going. And I'm going to go read my instruction booklet while the first load is in, because I got to get laundry going because it's already like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and the girlies need to be fed. So anyway, there we go. And the other thing that Harry and I noticed, these are a little bit more compact than our other one, yet it's the same cubic space. That's really weird. And there's water in there because they had to test it. Now this thing's weird. See how that goes in here? It's not like flat like that is. So, and the other thing that I like about this too, because these things you got to leave the doors open. See, the door's not all the way closed because these front loaders, because of mold and stuff, and they start to smell. I used to prop mine open. Remember I showed you how I did that? And I can't do it because this doesn't have a hole. But you can put that like that, and hopefully that will work. So yeah. So they're more compact than my other ones, and my other ones I think were a bit taller too. Missing my carpet, but this is up here. See, that's why I say it's kind of wide, but when you put everything in here, then it seems really narrow. I mean, it's good walking space and everything. I mean, we don't bump into anything. Everything's fine. Everything fits in there nicely. It's just that, you know, you got bulky appliances. So anyway, so that's from that side, and this right here, and that's it. I'm going to go read my manual, start my laundry, and go edit this video in a little bit. I'll see you guys next time.